Hi guys, it's me, Pixie. Today we're going to be reading To Temple, so let's get right into it. You're frozen in place at Lana's announcement. I have to choose between Isla and a newcomer. I feel put on the spot here.
You are being put on the spot here, Padme. I don't envy you.
No one does. As Carmen glances in Isla's direction with a frown, Sean lets out a low whistle.
This'll be interesting.
It's all up to you, Padme, but no pressure. I didn't even know anything about these newcomers.
I think that's about to change.
Jiraiya points towards the beach, where a man and a woman are waving and smiling as they walk toward you. An attractive dark-haired male spreads his arms like he's air-hugging the group. Oh, he's cute. Oh no. Avi has entered the building, or should I say the island? Private Detective Ireland, 23. There's an Irish accent underneath the velvety timbre of his voice.
Hey mate, I'm Sean. Where are you from? Dumbley. Knew it, I recognize a fellow Irishman when I see one.
He spots you and approaches with a sexy lopsided smile.
How's it going?
You can't help but feel drawn to his warm demeanor as you move to greet him. Hi Avi, I'm Padme. Welcome to the island.
Gorgeous and friendly, great combination. I can tell you the start of the retreat.
You can, grinning as he leans in as he's sharing a secret.
I better be right, or people will think I'm rubbish at me job.
And you're what, a detective? Avi's jaw drops and then an impressed smile stretches across his face.
You spot on, no one ever guessed that. I should watch out for you, Padme.
Before he can continue, Beatrice introduces herself and he steps aside to talk to her. This gives the stunning woman he entered the cabana with a chance to come over. You immediately note a sultry English accent as she leans in. Hi, I'm Poppy. Like the flower, not a baby dog. No, she looks way too much like my sister, Architect UK. When she laughs at her own joke, you can't help smiling back. I'm glad you cleared that up. Seriously, you wouldn't believe how many times I had to correct people. She rolls her eyes, but you couldn't tell she's still joking. I'm Padme.
Oh, excuse me, I had a bubble in my throat.
Padme? One of my top 5 favorite names. I highly doubt that, Poppy. It is. Well, it could be once we get to know each other. Her eyes linger on you, clearly appreciating what they see. I guess we'll see how that goes. We could start by having you show me around. Well, our amazing fellow guests are half the show. And you'll love the house, it's very tastefully done. Maybe I could steal some inspiration for my next project. You're a designer? An architect, actually. Although I could see how my banging outfit could have confused you. When she twirls and strikes a pose, you have to laugh. Well, we'll be happy to show you around, Poppy. Counting on it. With a wink, Poppy goes on to greet the rest of the group. You catch sight of Anna, suddenly reminded of a decision that awaits you. Padme, who would you like to go on a date with? At the sound of Lana's words, all eyes are on you. Oh, I could pick anyone. Let's pick Avi. Let's spice things up. Let's make it different. As fun as Poppy seems, you still find yourself drawn to Avi. Actually, Avi, do you want to join me?
Sure. I'd love to get to know you.
Poppy purses her lips, clearly upset that you picked Avi over her. Hope that means a rain check, Padme. No, actually. I'm not going anywhere. Giselle smooches things over with a welcoming pat on Poppy's arm. I'd love to take you on a date, too. I could spill all the tea on who's been naughty and who's been nice. Disappointment is replaced by intrigue across Poppy's face. How could I refuse that offer?
You better not mean that.
Poppy laughs and places a hand on Sean's shoulder. Don't worry, Sean. I'm not in the business of messing with relationships. Isla, however, doesn't seem too happy about your choice. It's impossible to ignore the hurt written across her face. It takes a moment for her to compose herself. When she does, it looks as if she's made peace with the situation. Well, have fun then. No point in dwelling when we're in paradise, am I right? Avi shakes his head dramatically. Come on, it's not the end of the world. We're all here for a grand time, and Padme has made up her mind. Lana's lights flare once again. Please, now get ready for your dates. Lana's rather bossy, isn't she? I quite like it. I think she's charming, actually.
You might want to keep an open mind, just in case.
You link your arm through Avi's and head towards the dressing room. date. Not a lot of curly options again. So I don't know. I missed my half up, half down. That was so cute. But I guess we'll do this one. All right, I'm done with my outfit. I hope you guys really like it because I love it. I think she looks so cute. Oh, I forgot we get to dress the men and girls or whoever we want to date with. Ooh, I'm conflicted because I love a good mustache, but the beard really suits him. Wait, do I have to? No, I don't. All right, guys, I think I'm done. I'm gonna give him a Speedo. Oh, that's like, that's a little extreme, but I think I'm gonna stick with it. I think it suits him. The hot tub bubbles away when you step out onto the rooftop. Turn down lanterns provide the perfect ambiance for your date, but your focus is on something entirely else. Or better said, someone else. Wow, cracking setup. Cheers, Lana. Avi calls out to the empty space with a grin. And Padme, he steps closer and a subtle sandalwood scent wafts through the air. Thanks for taking a punt on me tonight. I'm truly honored. Don't mention it, Avi. I'm glad I'll be the first to get to know you better. And what better moment to stop than right now? After you show your smile, you both make your choices from a selection of drinks on the side. When Avi takes his robe off to get in the water, your eyes linger. His muscles are taut and well defined, and it's clear he spent a lot of time sculpting them into perfection. He has such a great body. Snap. As you circle him, you can't help but notice the large tattoo on his upper arm. Avi notices you looking and raises an eyebrow. Is there something you need to share with me, Pygmy? You chuckle, hiding your blush. Oh no, it's just interesting ink you have there. You nod towards the design of two howling wolves. Oh, that. Thanks. I had it done a little while ago. I should inquire about it. Let's be nosy. So a wolf tattoo. Is there a specific meaning behind it, or did you just go with the flow?
Are you calling me predictable, Padme?
He narrows his eyes and you chuckle. That's not what I meant. He smells back to show that he's teasing.
Well, this one holds special meaning to me.
I'm sorry, I can't do the Irish accent anymore. It's just, I would never want to offend the Irish population. You could tell he doesn't really want to talk about it, so you move towards the tub. When you slowly dip your toes into the water, Avi raises a brow. Where's your sense of adventure, Padme? He teases playfully, his lips curving up in a cheeky smile. My sense of adventure? Hey, it's right here. I'm as adventurous as they come. But in this case, it's better to be safe than sorry. You wouldn't want to send your body into shock and have a heart attack. I've learned to be cautious of hot tubs.
Would you prefer lukewarm tubs then?
Laugh at his pun. I wouldn't go that far.
Well, I hope you won't be too cautious with me. You exchange a flirtatious look.
Would you call yourself an adventurous person? Oh my god. Let me put it this way. If you point me in the direction of a cliff, I'll be off for a bit of a leap. That definitely answers my question. I'm what you call an adrenaline junkie. It's the vice I'll probably never get rid of. And I was wondering where all those muscles came from. His eyes sparkle mischievously. I'm sure that helped. Glad to see you noticed and appreciated, mind you. He laughs and submerging his toned body into the water before raising his glass. Very well then, Padme. Let's toast to exploring our adventurous sides. Cheers! Smiling, you clink your glass against his. Avi takes a sip, but his gaze is glued to your face, observing you with genuine interest. As if you're a fun puzzle he's trying to figure out. So other than hot tubs and great drinks, what's this retreat been like so far? You sip from your glass and tilt your head as you consider your answer. Everyone's really unique, which keeps things interesting. Are you having the crake? What the hell is the crake? How's it been for me? A little overwhelming. Being honest, it can be a lot sometimes. I'm constantly frustrated. Avi gives you a sympathetic look. I can imagine why. I could tell right away that we'd get right along. Really? How come? I have a sense for these things, remember? He taps his temple with a grin. So you're really a detective? Yeah, and a proper one at that. It's definitely not something you hear every day. His laugh has a nice ring to it. You'd be surprised how many people don't believe it's my actual job. Can't really blame them. It's more like the stuff with movies. It's fairly simple though. A lot of people out there are looking for answers and I know which questions to ask. I bet. Any high profile clients? He leans in, conspiratorially looking around as if to check if someone is listening. Now that would be telling. Come on, not even a little name drop? Did have a client who dated one of the royals. Your eyes widen in surprise. Really? But they didn't try to get me to spy on anyone interesting. Sounds like you're good at what you do. Avi shrugs modestly. I'm not Sherlock Holmes, but I do my best. Come to think of it, I'm not sure I'd be any good at private investigating. Don't sell yourself short. You figured out what I do for a living in a matter of seconds. You smile at the compliments, considering his word. Would I make a good detective? Of course I would. I'm incredible. I might have missed my calling. Let me know if you ever need any assistance. I'd gladly join forces with you. Be the Sherlock to your Watson and all that jazz. Or maybe it would be the other way around. You playfully bump his shoulder. Wouldn't be the first case of a student surpassing her master, would it? Wow, Padme. You're a force to be reckoned with. A lot of my work is actually about planning. You don't strike me as a planner, to be honest. I don't, eh? You seem like the type who takes chances. He throws his head back, laughing. I've been sussed on day one. Whatever shall I do? I don't really like a guy who likes to crack jokes a lot. I don't really find people funny. He places his hand over his chest, dramatically making you laugh. Actually, now that we're on the subject of chances, Avi moves closer so his legs brush against yours. There's something I didn't mention earlier. His voice drops to a dangerously sexy low and you forget to breathe for a second. What's that? What would you say if I told you Lana gave us an extra gift? Your eyes narrow as you consider the possibilities. If she did, we have her permission to share a little kissy. Could her be her way of giving me a chance to make up for lost time? That's a pretty good offer. And he probably wouldn't have brought it up if he didn't want to take me up on it. He doesn't lean in, patiently waiting for your consent. Thanks. And you know what? And you know exactly what you want to do. Avi and I have a chance for a free kiss. I should take him up on it. Your eyes meet his, and you can feel the tension in the air between you. As you slowly lean in, your gaze drops to his lipsy. Well, we won't get too many free chances, right? Tentatively, you trail a finger up his bare arm, running it all the way up to his chin. His skin is soft and warm under your touch, and you suddenly realize you've been holding your breath. That magnetic pull you feel towards him prompts you to need more. He doesn't pull away when you caress his bottom lip, so you take the plunger. Your eyes shut the moment you feel the softness of his lips on yours. Avi cups your face with his hands and you slowly lose yourself in the kiss. His mouth moves expertly against yours, sending down your spine. He applies just the right amount of pressure to make you want to keep coming back for more. And you find yourself not wanting this kiss to ever end. Your body begins to respond to this feeling, heat pulling between your legs. But just as you think Avi's about to deepen the kiss, he pulls away. His lips are still only a breath away from yours when you open your eyes, inviting yet now forbidden. The magic of the moment lingers on as his dark eyes study yours. One free kiss delivered. His voice is a soft whisper and you give him a warm smile. And one free kiss gladly received. With that out of the way, he reaches to the side and grabs a bottle. Fancy a top up or two? There's some non-alcoholic champagne as well. You nod with a wide grin that mirrors his. I won't say no to that. After he refills your glasses, you settle in to enjoy a lighthearted conversation. The date stretches out, and before you know it, it comes to an end. I don't really know how I feel about him as a person. It was kind of boring, actually. Only one little kissy kiss. Isla literally blasted me in front of a bunch of people while we were having dinner. I'm just saying, where are your balls? On your way back, you walk side by side with Avi. You're just about to enter the villa when Avi stops you. I had a brilliant time, Padme. You're really easy to chat with. I was right to think we'd have a great banter. He pats you on the shoulders, but his hand lingers for a moment too long. You could swear he still feels warm touch even when his arm is back at his side. Enjoyed the date too. Avi grins at you and you walk away. The others welcome you back, except for Isla, who seems content with focusing on the ground. Spill the tea. How'd it go? Padme didn't scare you off, did she? Avi laughs when you stick your tongue out at Julian. Actually, he nudges you joyfully. was the complete opposite. I think Padme and I are gonna be good friends. The smile on your face falters. Did I just hear friends? We kissed literally 20 minutes ago. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Isla would have definitely called me her darn friend. Mere 2 moments later, Gazelle and Poppy return. Yahoo! Finally, we're all reunited. How was your date? It was great. Poppy and I have so much in common. You're only saying that because we both read our horoscopes. Gazelle giggles. You glance over at Sean, whose fists are clenched. Jealousy is stamped across his face, and he makes no move to hide it. Easy there, buddy. Nearby, Jiraiya and Carmen are whispering to each other and laughing. They don't seem to care about Giselle's date whatsoever. When they catch you examining them, they break away. Jiraiya looks anywhere but at you, while Carmen merely smirks and crosses one leg over the other. Poppy stretches and stifles as a yawn. I can't read, sorry. Long day, right? Oh, for sure. You've all tired me right out. Then I think it's time for all of us to head to bed. What? You spend longer than usual in the shower, taking the time to decompress. By the time you return to the bedroom, everyone is in their usual spots, except for one. Your eyes narrow at the person who lounges beside Isla. Are you kidding me? Is Poppy trying to get it on with Isla? Okay, but Padme, you don't really have a right to get mad because you went on a date with another guy. And you had the option to choose her and you didn't choose. And you had the option to choose her and you didn't choose your girl that you've been talking to and choosing every single time. For how long? You don't get the right to get mad at that. 84% of us kissed Avi for free. We only made one choice, that's one major choice, that's pretty. Padme is not mentally well. I don't know what's wrong with her to get jealous over that. And I get it, Isla's a baddie, but I don't know who I'm gonna choose. You guys can tell me who you guys want me to choose. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys had a really great time. I'll see you in the next one. Please take care of yourself. Bye-bye.